think we're just about ready to get going here. A warm welcome to you wherever you are in the world. The teams then, Espanyol against Sevilla. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And we're underway. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Sevilla are having to deal not just with their opponents, but also with a congested fixture list. It's at times like this when depth of... Batistuta! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping. Sevilla have really got the wind in their sails, and I'm not sure whether this team has an anchor.
Kovacic spreads it towards the left. Kovacic with the ball through. Massive leap! He will be livid with himself. Sevilla were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. So what now? Now header! Shakes the shoots! Goal! Sevilla! The breakthrough strike! Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
There's the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
Sevilla take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest.
Look, I'm sure that silencing the crowd would have been mentioned in the dressing room beforehand. And just listen.
Turns and goes back. Aimed long and direct. Espanyol have it back and they can go again. Rain starting to fall here. It has been looking that way for a little while. He's left his man. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, the protest continues, but in the end, they are defending the indefensible. Great leap! Oh, and he's got good distance. Who's chasing? No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Selçuk İnan. So they got the only goal to make it 1-0. Chance, and İnan! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And we hit half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They work tirelessly for me.
Sevilla leading a key game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. Already up and running for the second half. Sevilla carry a one-goal lead into the second half. Played back in. It's come loose. Sevilla get it back again. Jonas was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Wrestled off the ball. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Shoots! Oh, taken with style! And this is getting better and better. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Sevilla grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Looks like a good ball through. Jonas passes it through. He's had a shot!
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frighten the people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Dybala decides to play it back. And that has been clubbed away. Gone back to the keeper. Anuaha. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Steered out wide. Incoming cross.
That's a case of crossing in hope, and unless they provide some more options, it'll be more miss than hit.
Jonas. Mamadou Sakho. Rooney!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
So that's it. It is all over. Sevilla come away with the win. A job really well done in all departments. A real sum-of-the-parts team effort. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Sevilla simply imposed their strength from start to finish, and this became as predictable as predicted.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So, a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. The teams then, Sevilla against Tottenham. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And so, the distinctive sound of the UEFA Champions League anthem. Now the lineups for the game. So off we go then. Sevilla are back on familiar territory, having secured victory in the first leg. They look safe for a place in the last 8, unless things take a drastic turn for the worse here. Laic. Out to the left it goes. Baines looking for options. Sturridge! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It didn't quite come off. Roll!
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Sturridge spreads it towards the left. Well played, he saw that coming. And it's Sturridge! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back page headlines there.
Forward it goes. Rooney. Batistuta. Jonas. And that's been won straight back. Hits it! And he's there to make a great save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Up he gets! Goal! Sevilla! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. And it's Sturridge. Inan gets it back. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Wanyama. So they got the only goal to give them a 1-0 lead. Dele Alli tried to play it through. Rooney! He's done very well. There is the half-time whistle. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but squad that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They work tirelessly for me.
Sevilla leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind.
He's tried one! It's come out to him, and no mistake! 2 to the good! They have breathing space! Vaughan reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Sturridge out wide to the right. Dos Santos tries a through ball. Batistuta! They are rampant!
Unbelievable.
And surely that settles it.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. And it's Son Heung-min, over to the left. Stuck out a leg for a good challenge. Rooney, played out to the wing. Kaya Hahn, Jonah, massive leap! And in it goes! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! What a great header, got plenty on that.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Sevilla chosen to bring on the last of their substitutes.
I just think that's really good management, introducing one of his younger players when the pressure's totally off, just allowing him some valuable, easy on-field experience time.
Sevilla tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. Steered out wide. And he's shot at goal! That is gorgeous from Jonas! A contest no more, it is nothing short of utter humiliation.
It's part of the game, Peter. It has to get ruthless. Sympathy just doesn't play a part.
Snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
Sevilla totally rampant here. Looks to slip it through. Big chance, has a swing at it! Really well taken goal. And again, they pile on the misery.
Well, I think we've gone past humiliation now. This could be doing some real psychological damage.
So, the manager making the last of his changes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite a...
Has a pop! Oh, taken with style! And still they continue with the onslaught.
Yeah, and by the looks of it, there may be still more to come.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
Well positioned to make that interception. Rooney, looks like a good ball. It's Kaya Horn! No mistake! Well, surely that completes the demolition if it hadn't occurred already.
Well, I wasn't expecting them to go this big, Peter, but they have been superb.
The referee brings it to a close. Victory in round 1. Still plenty to do, but the job is started. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
There's a solidity about them, almost as if they set up not to lose and see how things unfold. That eases the pressure on the strikers, who can afford to be patient, and it's all paid off.
So a warm welcome to you all. We will be on the way very shortly once all the pleasantries are complete. And our live game is Getafe against Sevilla. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Now the pass, and the finish! Great ball to play him in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this. Getafe certainly won't want to look back and dwell on that. It was a good chance, though.
That is a poor kick by the keeper, been intercepted. Tries to get it forward quickly. Rooney. He goes long. It's a big chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
And now, if I'm not mistaken, he's just one shy of the leading goal scorer. Sevilla take the early advantage. Sevilla were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of this. Can he finish? Tries lifting it over. Batistuta! Hoofs it forward. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Chip through. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Batistuta! They've scored! And they are disappearing out of sight! Sevilla get themselves a two-goal cushion.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Jonas, and the finish! They are rampant! And already they're looking to run away with it. That was glorious. Pinpoint accuracy.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match every single time.
And the first 45 minutes are up. As easy as 1, 2, 3. It really has been that straightforward. Halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change over the second half.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Sevilla, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Hits it! Jonas, great leap! Batistuta! And he should have made it 4.
Oh, his instinct was brilliant, but not the finish.
sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Getafe keeping their men at... It's Jonas! He's gone long. Battles to win it back. Sevilla have been defending... Rooney! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Right through the middle. And Dos Santos! Dos Santos! Sensational! And they are pulling still further away. What's your opinion on that goal?
Yeah, and anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Sevilla totally rampant here. Tries one! And he's missed it. Mamadou Sakho, Triol, Sergio Garcia. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Added